Hello, governor.
Ready? Ready? One, two,
Oh,
three.
shit, wait. I was watching goats, dude.
And you're gonna have to tell your verdict here soon.
Okay. All right, let's go.
One, two, three, play. And I mean that's pretty comparable to me and probably you too of your dick. So,
Yeah.
uh, oh goodness.
I have a popcorn kernel stuck in my
Oh man.
sauce. I'm good.
What's your verdict on mountain goats?
They're fucking insane, dude. Mountain goats takes that 100 times
That's what I'm
easy.
thinking. I think so. So let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, Becky is unmoved by her apologies. She was like, I loved him. But she was like, I would get it if it were like a one night stand or a drunken kiss or something. That's a mistake. You keep saying this is a mistake. You did it for 4 straight months and you fell in love. That's not a mistake.
You got a tattoo, dude.
Yeah, that's no mistake. So Hunter, the next day in penance, Hunter climbs down to retrieve the backpack that had fallen. She was like, when I was swinging the phone down there, the rope could almost reach those communication towers. So if I go down there suspended from it, maybe I can reach the backpack. So she goes down there to retrieve it that had fallen. She thinks with the rope she can get there. She nearly falls to her death, like immediately upon climbing it. She doesn't even like get low or anything. She's like slips and catches herself.
Yeah.
But she gets down there. She's just out of reach. So what she does is she unhooks her harness and fucking like Tarzans it, like rocks back and forth, cinches it around her hand, and then fucking swings.
Idiot, stupid, dumb face.
But she lands it. She ties the rope to the bag, and they're working their way together, getting back to the top. They're
Mm-hmm.
they're slowly
Mm-hmm.
climbing. She's like, "You climb, I'll climb, and you also kind of pull me in the bag up." She gets almost all the way to the top, but then right at the edge, Hunter falls. She's going down, she's going down, she's going down, but it was cinched around her hand still. So she gets to the bottom and she catches herself.
No way.
But she fucked up her hand in the process with that cinch falling that fast. She probably broke. I don't know what happened to her. It probably broke all the bones in there, and it's all cut up and everything. But she survives. But that means Becky up top is forced to use like all her remaining strength. She's had no water or food for like 48 hours
Mm-hmm.
to pull her friend, both her friend that can't help pull anymore, and the backpack up.
But she does it.
She does it. She get
She's
she's a fucking beat. Oh,
let's go.
she ties it like she wraps the rope around the pole to use it as a pulley device so that she doesn't have to hold the weight the whole time. And she finally gets her up after a slow process. Then they write a note on a scrap of paper with, I think it was with some makeup, and strap it to the drone to fly it to the motel now that they have it. So they're flying it. It's got a low battery,
No,
obviously. So that
no.
they got to bring it back. And it's like low battery. We're dying. Retrieve me now. Retrieve me now. And they're like, push the fucking retrieve button.
it
It like dies as it's like coming towards them. They gotta like lean over the edge and catch it. They catch
was,
it.
it was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
And then Becky's asleep atop the tower. And she wakes up. Hunter is gone. And a vulture is attacking her and eating the body of Hunter atop. Her face is just like all bloody and it's eating her. It's just another nightmare.
Just a dweem.
She keeps having these fucking nightmares. But the next day, they're like, how are we got to use this drone somehow, but it's dead. What are we going to do? And Becky's like, oh shit, this TV tower's got that blinking red light atop for so planes don't hit it. That means there's a light bulb in there. And you taught me how to charge my phone earlier. So I'm just going to connect the charging cable to a brick, climb to the I don't know, it was probably no no tethers whatsoever, just like a free climb on smooth metal, like 50 feet
Yeah, something like
to
that.
the top where the light is. And then I'm going to unscrew this burning hot light bulb and plug the phone charger into the socket of this so that we can charge the drone. But obviously, the charger's not 50 feet long. So I got to hang up there for like,
Oh, oh, and also like the prongs don't reach. So she's like,
oh,
"Yeah, you
fuck.
need something metal."
I
So
forgot about this.
she places her ring in there.
I forgot about this. So yeah, she was wearing a wedding ring earlier. She put it on her necklace so she didn't lose it. And yeah, it wasn't long enough. So she puts the ring as a conducer connected to it so that it can reach the bottom. I forgot about that.
That's the what? How does that? You need two pieces. You need a negative and a positive.
No, you just need another piece of metal, obviously.
Yeah, just yeah. It's not real. It's
It
not
can
real.
it conducts the current and it starts charging it. But Becky has to just like hang there for like 6 hours, no food, no water, just like legs just triangling that and then just hanging on to the top with the drone like clinched against her chest for yeah, like 6 hours so it can charge.
Yeah,
Also, a vulture was also attacking her.
this shit was crazy.
Oh, because I forgot to mention when the ladder broke, she actually like really cut her leg like bad.
It didn't seem bad at first.
Yeah,
Like,
but on Rusty, she's gonna get tetanus.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She's
Hopefully, she
dead.
got her Tdap shot.
The only shot she does is heroin.
Whoa. And fireball shooters.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, the bird's just like attacking her, and she's just up there, just like vulture attacking her. Her and Hunter don't say a single thing about the vulture. They're just like standing there, or like hanging and standing there, just watching this vulture come back and forth. They don't try and like shoo it off or anything. It's just like, ah, it's here. Survival of the fittest.
Yeah. This is my life now.
And so it finally gets charged and she's about to work her way back down the pole, but she drops the backpack working her way back down. And Hunter's standing there on the edge, and the backpack just like goes right by her and she doesn't even like reach for it. It just falls to the ground. She gets back down. She's like, why the fuck did you grab the backpack?
Come on, Hunter.
Um, so
You're dead weight.
so they stay the night up top once more. And they're like, we gotta wait to use this drone for the opportune time, which is checkout time at the motel. It's a pretty deserted location, so we got to use our one opportunity when there's going to be people. So they wait for checkout time. Becky's just fighting for her life atop the tower, like trying to stay awake slash alive. Her legs just like bleeding out, and Hunter's like, she's like, you got to stay awake, girl. And she's like, to talk to me about wrestlers. And she's like, all right, hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. The reason she talks about it is because it was one of her pastime hobbies with her dad, just something to keep her awake and stimulated. Um, and they get it all charged up, and the next day they send it to a nearby the diner in the motel that they were staying at, a few miles away.
This is me.
Gaming,
I'm gaming.
gaming
If
a
she
drone right so hard right now.
if she was a gamer, she wouldn't have done that.
So she flies it all the way there, and then of course it gets to like the street. She sees the diner, and the drone just gets hit by a goddamn semi.
You know the problem I have with this?
Huh?
They're on top of a fucking tower, 2,000 feet in the air on in a desert. How do they not see that semi? Like, I mean, not
Miles
like,
away,
yeah, miles away.
because
Like, hey, that's getting.
her face was buried in the screen. She wasn't looking at her surroundings.
Okay, I'll let this one slide.
She wasn't. She's not a great drone flyer. I don't know why they. Why didn't she have Hunter fly the drone? Hunter owns the drone, right? It'd be
Right?
like,
Why?
probably because her hands fucked up. She can't use both hands. One's broken.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it breaks. It gets hit by a semi. That's that kind of foreshadowing I said. The truck driver gets out. He's like, I think I hit something. Doesn't even look around really. Just gets back in the truck and starts driving. He's like, you could have killed somebody.
I feel that.
And so it's nighttime, no other help. Becky is delirious from lack of food and water. But in a brief, lucid moment, she wakes. She's like, Hunter, give me your shoe. We'll put your phone inside. We'll pat it in your shoe with the bra. And Hunter's like, the phone's the phone's not here. Like, my shoe's on the ground. And she's like, well, let's just use your other shoe. She's like, Becky, I'm not here either. I'm on the ground. Goosebumps. I got goosebumps when I said it.
Oh boy.
Becky realizes Hunter had actually fallen onto one of the communication dishes when she went down for the backpack. And as they were working their way up, when she got to the top and slipped, Becky didn't hold her friend's weight. She didn't make that. She died on the communication dish. And Becky has just been hallucinating her presence since then as a way to cope and make it until her death. And so Becky's all alone atop the tower. And she's just like in the midst of a goddamn storm. Like the thing is like shaking. I was like, this is where you die.
Yeah, definitely.
But she decides, she's like, I'm going to do one last thing. I'm going to send a video message to my dad on my phone saying, I want to live, even though she knows she's not going to live. But simultaneously, her dad has been calling and texting her with nothing going through, nothing sending. He's not getting blue text on her iPhone. He's getting green. He knows something's wrong. Those text bubbles are green.
Something is amiss.
He's like, she wouldn't be an Android person. She's obviously an Apple phone user.
No, Android people also all need to die and burn in hell.
Yep. If there's two things I hate, glass glazers and non-Apple phone users.
Mm-hmm. 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 And Mexicans.
I was gonna say that too, but I'm Mexican, so that means I hate myself.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I don't hate myself. So the next day, Becky
You
wakes
just
up.
hate Mexicans.
She Becky survived the storm, but she wakes up to a vulture just eating her leg.
Yeah.
But she's calm about it. She's like, okay, okay. Grabs the vulture by the goddamn neck. She doesn't jolt awake like you would with a vulture eating your leg. She grabs it by the neck and just starts smashing it against the tower and kills it. And she
I feel
eats it.
like, yeah, eating a carrion bird is probably worse than eating nothing.
She not only is she getting tetanus, but she's also getting some serious some serious bacteria in there from eating a bird that eats carcasses.
Yeah. I hear that like a vulture's or like vulture's stomach acid is so strong that there's something about their stomach acid being like super strong. Hold on. I keep talking.
That it kills like the bacteria from like
Yeah,
rotted carcasses.
yeah, I think so.
Interesting. So after she eats that vulture, she's got some strength restored in her, and she's gonna make the task to try and climb down to the communication disk where Hunter's body lies. She types out a text message to her father. She makes it down to the dish. She has to do like the jump that Hunter did as well onto the dish. Scares the vultures away from eating her friend's body, and then she get types out that message, hits send. She puts the phone into Hunter's remaining shoe for some more protection. And then this is where you said, why did she have to put it in the shoe to put it in Hunter's cart? There's like a hole in her abdomen where the vultures have been eating like out her guts and everything. So like there's a hole there, like a cavity to put the phone. Why'd she need to put the phone in the shoe and then the whole goddamn shoe up into the rib cage of her friend? You
It's
could have just,
so much harder.
but she
Okay,
does it.
also quick fun fact. Vulture's stomach acid is so acidic that it can melt metal or
How
dissolve
acidic
metal.
is it?
It's with a pH slightly below 1.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it can dissolve metals and break down even the most resistant tissues like bones.
God damn, how is their stomach? What is it made out of?
PVC.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they got
And
PVC
so
bellies.
she puts the phone into her abdomen in the shoe. She pushes her friend's body 1,600 whatever feet to the ground. She just watches and then,
Dude, that body would just be jelly.
oh man, for sure. After it's already been kind of like eaten out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, the vultures were eating her out. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hunter's body does cushion the impact, and the message transmits to her father. Becky's father alerts the emergency services, who then rush to the tower, as well as her father does. And he shows up to the scene with just police everywhere. Like, you can't come here. He's like, that's my daughter. And he sees the ambulance just wheeling out a body. He's like, fuck, I missed my chance. She's like, Dad, I'm over here. He's like, oh, thank God.
Wrong body, Dad.
And she's rescued, she's reunited with her father, and she survives. And that is the end of Fall. We're over 200 episodes in. Any devoted fan knows that when we end the movie, we do quotes. I don't need to say that we're getting into quotes, ratings, and reviews, and then say queer and then pause. It's like, it's so redundant. I don't even need to explain what we're doing there and waste all that time when we could have just said queer like I did, and that's what we did, and that's why we're here so much faster than we could have been saying our quotes already, you know?
What's a quarter?
Oh, it's well, when a mommy and a daddy they love each other very much. Exactly.
Like that, father?
It's a quote, rating, review, and recommendation.
Quarter.
We did you take quotes during this watch?
I did not. No.
I've got nine. When they get to the top of the tower, Becky's peeing off the top of the tower. Hunter just leans over. She goes, "At least you didn't have to shit."
Very true.
Yeah,
That'd have been a very liberating shit though.
it would
Just
have been for sure.
watch it go.
At one point, when they're climbing up, and Becky's like, "I can't do this anymore. We got to leave." Hunter just looks and she goes, "Don't you want to punch Fear in the dick?" I was like, "Okay." Apparently, Fear's a dude.
Yeah, obviously.
Um. Oh, here's the quote at the end when she's delirious. Let's send another message. We can pad the cell phone better this time. Hunter's like, with what? And she's like, give me your shoe. She's like, I can't. She's, why? It's not up here, is it? And she's like, what? It's down there. She's like, it's on your foot. She's like, yes, but I am down there. Remember? Um, this is kind of their mantra, like Becky's mantra that she used to say with Dan all the time, and it's relatively profound. It's if you're afraid of dying, don't be afraid to live.
Is that how that one went?
That's the quote that it said, which makes sense. If you're afraid of dying, don't be afraid to live, and it's like the YOLO and all that. But also, if you're
Mm,
afraid of dying, you're not going out and doing all that
no,
adrenaline junkie shit.
no. Yeah. Those are for the people with the least fear of dying.
Yeah. Um, the ladder breaks, and Becky almost dies, but gets back up, and she's like, um, Becky's like, okay, let's go down now. I really have to pee. And she's like, wait, the ladder is gone. How do we get down? Like, yeah, how do you? The answer is
That's
you're fucked.
that's the conundrum.
When Becky is climbing to the top to unscrew the light and plug the thing in, with the ring and all that.
Hmm.
Hunter's standing on the platform. She's like, "You got this, Becky. You got it's just like pole dancing." Uh, she's my cherry pie. Cold drink of water, such a sweet surprise. Which was a
That's
ringtone.
yeah. That's my fucking pole dancing song.
That is?
Yeah, I
Wow.
pole dance to that quite often.
Mine is the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see?
Oh, that's such a strong pole.
It gets the crowd going. There's
Dude,
always a flag at the top of it, too.
patriotic and horny.
I just sang the national anthem tonight at the Billings Mustangs game. They played the Paddleheads, and I sang the national anthem for it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you do that with the choir with your choir?
Well, I've got an individual quartet that we're. that we're doing,
Oh,
and we did a little barbershop arrangement of it.
that's sweet.
And
Nice.
we rocked it. We're good.
Hell yeah. Where
Hell
do I
yeah.
watch online?
Marina has a video of it, so we might be able to send it to you on Facebook.
Do it. These are guns, and this is a threat.
You're robbing me for my video?
Yeah, and your boobs.
Not my mastectomy. You got, I'm stealing your tits, man.
It's like I got your nose, but
Give me your tits.
yeah, I got your tits.
Women love that joke.
Yeah, yeah, it's their favorite.
Um, there's a point when Hunter just goes, Becky, you can't sleep. The vultures can smell your leg. I was like, oh god damn.
Is that how they find things by smell?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
They also have
Okay.
amazing vision, so they could see something dying.
Yeah.
Um, when she has finally the vision, or when she finally figures out that Hunter's actually dead, the preeminent or the perception of Hunter just goes, "You didn't really think your scrawny ass could pull me up, did you?"
And I agreed with that.
The ghost of her dead friend is still roasting her.
Yeah. She's still got her personality.
And then there was a moment, my last one, there's a moment when they're climbing and Becky's afraid. And Hunter's like, just stop thinking. And Becky goes, how can I stop myself from thinking? And Hunter goes, I don't know. Think of something else. But then that wasn't the whole thing. She goes, sing a nursery rhyme or something. Becky's like, okay. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Down! She's like, I wouldn't have picked that one. Like, I thought that was a good one. So
Yeah, that was a good moment.
now it's ratings time. You see in the future? Thermometer. What did critics give this? Remember, Rotten Tomatoes is a yes or a no. What percentage of critics liked this movie?
64.
Seth wins. It's a 79% of critics like this film.
No way. Literally eat shit and die, critics.
But what about the people?
58.
Seth wins. It's a 79%.
I disagree so
Which
strongly.
now I'm looking it up because I'm making sure that I didn't just put the same thing twice. It was 79 both times. Yeah. Now,
Crazy.
Metascore, IMDb. This is average scores, not yes or no bullshit. What do you think critics gave this film?
64.
Holy shit, you're so close. This is 62.
Ugh.
And then this last one's worth 8,312 points.
8312. Got it.
What do you think people gave this out of 10?
6.9.
Man, if you would have said 6.4 again, you would have got it right. But you still win. That means you win 8,314 to 4. Good job.
I'd like to thank my rabbit Bingo, my cat Coco, Emily's dog Cherry, but not Emily,
And what
just her
about
dog.
Oliver?
Just his right half.
Okay, great. So, critics gave it a 62 and a 69 for a 70.5. People gave it a 64 and a 79 for a 71.5. And that 6.4 rating is actually kind of high up on our list of best films we've ever done or worst films. It's going to come in at, I'm scrolling, still scrolling.
Oh my God.
I know, right? This comes in at the 137th worst film we've ever done. Films just worse include Spider-Man 3, Red Notice, The Beekeeper, Birth, and Pokemon, the first movie. And then movies just better than this: She's the Man, Ace Ventura 2, When Nature Calls, Rollerball,
Ooh.
and Set It Up. So that 6.4 What are you giving this film, Devin? Out of 10, John Lasagna.
5.8. 5.8.
5.8. Okay. You talked very poorly about it, so I was expecting lower. I will take a 5.8.
5.8 seems fair. There were good parts, but the acting was bad. I think the writing was sloppy. 5.8.
Okay. And I was kind of praising this movie, but I'm not like super high on it. I think I'm a 6.9.
Nice.
So we're not that far off, honestly. The writing isn't amazing by any means. The acting isn't amazing by any means, but I don't think either of them are genuinely bad. There was, for what this movie is, it's definitely a good little suspense slash um thriller
Thriller.
kind of movie, and it had the good twist at the end that I didn't see. I wouldn't have expected myself seeing had this movie not gone so viral on social media, and then everybody's like, "Dude, she dies at the end. She's already dead." So I knew the twist, but
What was that movie that did it first?
Sixth Sense.
Yeah. Sixth Sense did it first.
What about Planet of the Apes? Guys, spoilers are coming up if you haven't seen any of these films. Sixth Sense, he sees dead people. Bruce Willis is dead. Uh, Star Wars, Darth Vader is Luke's father. Huge reveal.
uh
Uh, Planet of the
uh
Apes. Uh, the apes are actually the Planet of the Apes is Earth, and the humans had flown from a different planet back to Earth, and it's overridden by apes.
I would I didn't know about that. I didn't
Uh,
know that about Planet of the Apes, but
That's a
I doubt I'd ever watch it.
yeah, it's a good one.
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Planet of the Apes is great actually. And then I don't have critic reviews, but I have 6 users, drug users.
You don't have critic reviews?
I don't have any critics, no.
Oh,
But I have
okay.
6 drug user reviews.
Yeah.
The first drug user is Snorty Style.
Is it Snoopy style?
Yeah.
Okay.
Snorty Style says this is a basic stuck up someplace movie. Being stuck up a giant tower is a little unique. It's vertigo inducing. And this is not a movie for the faint of heart. People with vertigo issues would never survive the big screen. It's admirable to use the real deal for some of this, but for a truly special movie, this needs to state that no CGI has been used whatsoever. I'm thinking of Harold Lloyd. I'm thinking of the movie promotion. The real thing is just more compelling. 6 out of 10.
Honestly, agree.
I do agree
That'd have
too.
been sick.
And honestly, I still commend them for building the what was it like 100 or 200 foot tower
Hmm.
and still doing most of the practical effects and stunts themselves. I commend that.
Do you think she actually peed?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that was the first stunt they recorded.
Yeah.
Hey, take your pants off. We're gonna start. We're gonna start with that shot.
I need you to pee for me.
Why is the
Oh, is that
camera?
like a drug test?
Why is the
No.
camera right below me? Um. Uh. My second drug user is uh Cosmeth.
Cost
Cosmeth. He says, getting high. No pun intended. As in literally. So not in a good way. If that is how you feel about the other thing and drugs. You know what I mean. Suspension of belief is quite high on movies like that. Oops, I did it again. As does the movie. So, survival of the fittest and all that. Dot dot dot. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a sequel, either just remaking the same thing or again trying to top this. Dot dot dot. Is this a pun? You decide. To this 7 out of 10.
Have they always been so unhinged?
Cosma's a fucking idiot.
Okay. Gotcha.
He's an idiot. Lucas hates him so much.
Does Oh, he has no idea how big of a part he plays.
I know, right? Think about all these secret celebrities that we've exposed. Next is by Guanche 48. Ganja 48.
I was gonna say guano.
That could have been good. That isn't that just like poop?
Yeah, it's bird poop.
Um uh Guanche 48 says the story starts in a very cliche way. Two girls and a guy climbing a totally vertical mountain. I mean, first class masochism. If you're looking to die, you find death. The typical girls, two pretty girls showing their breasts and legs. Check. I've never understood extreme sports, and I never will. It is something personal, I guess. You should never, ever defy nature. First class stupidity. This movie is the most frustrating, irritating, and totally stupid thing I've seen this year, and I see a lot of them. 1 out of 10.
You always find you got to find one on like both ends of the
Uh
spectrum.
huh. You really do. Next is by I'm a I'm a baby Huey. I'm a baby
Here.
Heroey. Yeah, I'm a baby Heroey. Says this movie will have you straight rattled. I cannot tell you how many times we try to look away just for the next second to be as intense as the first. Sure, the acting is blah and the story is meh, but the graphics will have you straight shaking. Even my 15-year-old was like, Dad, this is intense. This had me saying nope more times than the movie Nope did. LMAO. Gonna have to take a breather after this one. It's a good watch. Better make you shake in your seat than some of these horror flicks. At lest we forget about the vultures. The mean, nasty, good for nothing vultures. Vultures. You'll understand it if you make it that far. Good luck and don't look down. 10 out of 10.
She rated this like it was a ride at Disneyland.
That's such a good metaphor. Chekhov's ride
Yeah.
is
You'll
what this film
understand
is.
the vultures when you get there. Like, what the fuck are you talking?
Obviously.
Also,
That's
vultures are not no good. They're so beneficial.
yeah, for sure.
We love carrion birds.
Penultimate review today is by I don't know. I don't know how to do this. So XDK LSD.
Well, ecstasy?
Oh, XDK ecstasy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I thought you were fucking with me.
No, I didn't. I
I
was
thought you said ecstasy.
no, it's XDK, but ecstasy,
Oh.
yeah. Ecstasy 07728 says as a rock climber, I understand the thrill of heights and daring adventures. The feeling of vertigo and the fear that the characters have to overcome something made me sweat. Well done. I liked this part. However, what I absolutely hated about the movie was the idea of one climber belaying another by being connected with just a rope and no fixed point in between in the scenes where they climb the tower. That simply doesn't work. If one falls, both fall. In such case, it is safer to climb without belaying. I hate this nonsense and how often it is repeated in the movies. 4 out of 10.
I agree.
Uh, this is a climber, and they were factual about it. They pointed out that they didn't do their full homework.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
And
What was the budget for this again?
let me go back. I can't remember. I thought it was like 18. No, it made 18 million. It was $3 million.
Oh, okay.
And my last review is by Do Not Come to the Cinema Depressed. Do not cinema depressed.
Depressant.
Do not come to the cinema depressant. They say Hunter crying face absolutely carries this movie on her back. What a charismatic actress. Such a high energy. She totally sold that her character would do something absolutely crazy like this. And she's hot too. Fire emoji. 10 out of 10.
This was written by Hunter.
This is just somebody that was horny
Yeah. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So, that's going to end fall. Are you recommending the film?
No, for me.
Okay. I think I will. I think especially for an easy watch or people that are looking for something a little intense. I think it's a good watch. So a no and a yes, but that's going to end fall this week. Woo! And next week, we had to switch things around because Alex and Lucas are busy, but Lucas should probably still be back on, but we couldn't have Alex for her birthday episode. So we're moving it to July, and we're moving one of our Julys up. A movie that I'm surprised took us over 200 episodes to get to, Sharknado.
Eraserhead.
No, Sharknado.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's crazy that we haven't done that one.
Kind of surprising, but get ready for sharks and tornadoes. Uh, do not lay down in water. Watch out for 3.9-inch penises because they could definitely make it to 4.
Uh-huh. And double mastectomies.
Yeah, and make sure you go up to a bunch of women and go, got your boobs, just like they
Yeah.
got your nose. So,
Yeah, please do.
all right. Thanks, guys. Gadoosh.
Gadoosh. All right. I will start exporting this, but I'm gonna send it to you tomorrow.
That's fine. Um, and like I said, I'm just going to use it as a backup to the YouTube, the Zoom audio, and I won't even get to that until tomorrow anyway. So,
Okay.
if for some reason it sucks, I'll just use this. But do you have to go pick up Emily from the airport?
No, she's driving
Oh,
here.
she is driving. When is she
Yeah.
done with school?
Mid-June.
Oh, okay, it's
So
a
like
little
second week
longer.
of June. Yeah.
I was
And
thinking
she only
maybe
gets like 5 weeks too.
before, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe she was done, and so she may be going back home, and then she was flying to Missoula or something.
No, she's doing a bunch of crazy shit this summer though. She's going to on a girls trip to Seattle, and then she's going to see her family, and then her some of her family's coming up here, so it's gonna be a busy summer for her.
And she was just there in Missoula, and now she's coming back, and then next week you're coming to Billings.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, buddy.
But are you bringing Oliver?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yep. We should figure something out to do. Isn't there like a children's museum?
There's a place called, and you'll love it. Yeah, we actually have a membership to it. It's called Wise Wonders, and it's a little like children's science museum and play area. So
Oh, okay. Yeah,
we
maybe
can
we should go there.
100% do it.
All right, sweet. Well, I'm out of here. Emily will probably be here in like 15 minutes, so
Okay, good work.
good work.
It kept you up this late and while waiting.
Dude, I'm so tired.
Don't drink any
Uh,
more Fireball.
I'm drinking all of them.
Oh no.
All right, peace.
See ya.